Hey,
And hello,
and Ashe, and
and
all that good stuff.
and welcome back again.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes, and happy Thursday. We are a new month. Black
Mm-hmm.
History Month just ended, so now we're going to start Black History Month.
Again,
Exactly, the March
uh,
edition of Black History Month,
Black History Month is American history every day.
better known as Black History Years.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, you look very beautiful today. You got a very pretty smile on your face, and you have those what I call English teacher glasses on. Yes, look at those English teacher glasses on.
Yeah, I had to get my other glasses
Can you turn
because
this a little bit so we can hear your voice even much better and turn it towards right up there?
I had to get my other glasses because the ones that I've been wearing for some reason they just decided to stop working. I
Okay.
can't see very well with them.
Yeah, well, every place we go, certain kids get around there automatically. They feel that vibes of it's a teacher, and they stop and watch. And I figure if they're small and young, they just see some kind of teacher halo around you. All you teachers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you're a good teacher, you just know that. It's that whole energy, whole spirit of being a teacher. It's just that you've been captured in this country to only do it within the four walls of this school system when your ability to be able to teach, especially if you're a good teacher, and it's a gift of yours, you're supposed to be able to be a teacher all around the world.
Yes.
And out that, there are other countries that will allow you to come to them and teach there just to prove that.
Yes.
And that's something.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to do that before we pass from this life to the other life. I might see you on the other side.
Absolutely.
All right. Where are we today? Let's talk.
That'll be
to
another
everybody.
journey we'll be taking together.
Exactly. Where, yeah. In the eternity world,
Yeah.
there's millions and billions of journeys until you finally get to that place where they call the highest height of consciousness.
My
Anyway.
orb will travel with your orb.
Exactly. Okay. Well, who are we and what we are for those who are just stopped to see us?
I am Sharon or
Mhm.
Zare, and you are
I'm Mar.
or Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we are taking the journey together, and we've been taking this journey together for the last 17 years. But
Mhm.
uh, yeah,
17 years?
yeah, pretty.
Wow. So you mean something? It's even
Well-
before we got married too?
Well, that would be 16, almost 17 years.
Okay.
But yeah, before we got married.
Wow. It does not seem that long at
No,
all.
it doesn't.
I know you have 30. This is our second go around when it comes to relationships and the idea of marriage. I do mean the idea. I was 16 the first time. You was 30, and now it's you. See, this marriage is catching up with the first one.
Mhm.
I didn't know we had that much in lifetimes on
Well-
this plane, on this elevation, or this this particular reality. Wow, and that's
In 2 months, we'll
Mm-hmm.
be 13 years married.
and that's something. Well, you better remind me because I'm gonna forget. I just move on and live it
Well,
as being an adventure.
Exactly. and it is.
Even though there's nothing wrong with doing something special
Mhm.
as I would call it more as a milestone to remember in your
Yes.
relationship, so that in turn you understand through your experience there are some places that you learn something between two individual beings, two individual people who decided to want to come together and build fields the best that they can, a field of sharing between one another.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's a good milestone to remember. Because, quite frankly, when you think about it in depth, that you do, who said two beings were supposed to be able to connect together in the first place if they knowledgeably or at least unconsciously think that it shouldn't be so? Because there's so many who are not.
Right.
And if they did, they're like, "Fuck," excuse me, they're saying, "Forget this,"
Yes.
and we ain't doing this no more.
No, enough
Mm.
is enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Anyway.
we decided to trust in each other
Mhm.
one more time.
Exactly. Oh, many times.
Yeah.
So let's start the show up for those who need to know. What our
I'll
vision
read
statement
our
is.
belief statement.
Yes.
And it goes like this. We are going to relate.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what a mother, father, sister, brother, or anybody says, even what
Mhm.
Jesus says, we are going to relate.
Mm-hmm.
We get the idea that we can be friends, but we can't be lovers, or we can be lovers, but we can't be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we decide to marry our lovers instead of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. But at taking the journey together, we feel the need to relate in a balanced way.
Mm-hmm.
By balanced, since we believe your best friend can be your best lover, we encourage you to take the friendship and sharing on one side
Mm-hmm.
and the lover and sexual compatibility on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
and work towards creating a thriving relationship, or what we call a healthy relationship.
A healthy relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find today with a topic. There's another healthy way that we as complex beings can stop playing checkers but play chess with a relationship,
Absolutely.
because we know that we are higher thinking, kind of sentient beings, and that our complexity is what we have a right to be able to enjoy in our venture together. Okay. So,
Yes.
what's our topic is today? So we get right into that.
Our topic today is divide and multiply. No, we're not talking about math. Divide and multiply. How healthy
Divide.
couples expand each.
Exactly. And we're not talking about having more chitlings either. Kids. That's something that's a very strong stereotype they say about, used to be about black folks. You just about having a whole bunch of kids. Though at one time, listen to some old black farmers who were enslaved. They said those kids would be the ones that get out on the farm and pull that cotton and pull that rice and got paid for it. So that was how they got money
Absolutely.
to be able to survive. And
And that's what I was just about to
Mhm.
say. Lots
Mhm.
of children were meant the better chance of survival.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It ain't today because they ain't working.
Yeah.
They gonna seem to come to work for you, give you any money
Right.
from
And
what I hear.
and they would and they were thriving too, because
Mhm.
there were
Mhm.
you know, they understood
Mm.
the interdependence that they were experiencing.
And that's well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So let's get right into it. We're going to be going in our different episodes or sections, right?
Segments.
Our segments. Thank you. So come along with it. Take your paper, pencil, and a pad and write down some good information. Put it like in a preacher said, in your what?
Deep freeze.
Because
or
one day you
freezer.
may have to pull it out. All right.
Yes.
Okay. First one, opening frame. Go ahead and tell us what an opening frame is.
You don't have to carry it all.
That is usually when you are operating in an imbalanced relationship. You are figure you got to carry it all. I do know sometimes in our black folks family, black folks relationship, that's something many sisters feel. Coming out of a single parent family, my own self, I know that's what my mom felt. She had to carry it on.
She was all in it by herself.
Oh yeah, and there's
You know.
many movies and many TV shows and many realities, even up to date, where that black woman is carrying that on her own
Yes.
at all, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't them now. Today we got a lot of young black men who are also doing that too at the same time. But you know, coming from back, which are back in the 50s and 60s
Yeah.
and stuff, a little past that.
Mhm.
Nah, it really wasn't like that. But it wasn't all because we wanted to, or because we were born to be that way. But society that we were in kind of designed it to actually be that way. Anyway, most couples are exhausted, not because life is too heavy, because they're trying to carry everything alone. They are
Yes.
strongly in this kind of world that says you've got to do things on your own. You got to be all about yourself. You got to all be about just loving you.
Right.
Well, sometimes just about loving you when the relationship ain't doing too well because you got somebody else there that you figure if they ain't loving also me too, and I'm doing the only one loving, I guess I'm ending up doing it all.
Yes.
We
And
call
so-
that
and to that extent, some of us get the idea that, you know, not only can we carry everything alone, but we can love enough for both of us.
Oh yeah,
to keep
wow!
it together.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of sisters will carry that load. You know, they
Yes.
feel like I'm carrying that load. I'm loving enough for us all.
you know,
Go ahead.
we're gonna stick together because my love is strong enough for both of us.
Again, there's some brothers who are
yeah.
now playing that same role. I mean,
Mhm.
crack has really got to our community to kind of change that thing around. To be honest with you, and then you've got a lot of folks who are getting on that independent role. I comes and got my own job. I can work now. Yada yada yada. So therefore, I really don't need you to a certain extent. Just give me. I know some young men or some other men say just go ahead and just get me that child's support, and that's it. I don't need you for anything else.
Yeah.
Wow. But here's the science. What's the science behind this?
The psychologist called it a transactive memory system.
Yeah, well, we're going to be talking about a psychological system done by psychologist Daniel Wagner. He calls it a active memory system. And we're looking at this memory system that he was talking about. He kind of did some study on it, and we modified it. We turned it into how it should be addressed in a balanced, healthy relationship.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Okay. Let's start by this dividing it. Okay. Go ahead.
One holds the financial system,
Mm-hmm.
the insurance paperwork,
Mm-hmm.
and investment details.
So we're looking at a relationship where in that relationship, the balance that's actually happening between the two is not one person is doing it all.
Right.
Not one person is doing it all. It's now set up in a certain way where one's doing financial, one's doing insurance, one's doing investment details. Okay.
Yes.
What's some others?
And then on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
one holds the family calendar,
Mm-hmm.
that's keeping up with the birthdays and the anniversaries and the vacation time and all of that. The social dynamics
Mm-hmm.
and the emotional temperature of the home.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, making sure that everybody is on an even temperature,
Mm-hmm.
that things run smoothly.
Oh wow. Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yes.
I'm going to real quickly. I should have did this before we started that not lying, giving that little bit of definition as we did. I'm going to pop up a example. Okay. Example of people that operate that way, or a couple that operates that way. And you're going to get a chance to actually see what happens when you operate that way. What kind of, how can I say it? What's the word I want to use?
Energy or synergy.
Well, more than that, you get to see the results when you operate. So let's watch this real quick. Here it goes.
This is how our year ended, but it's only because of how it started. Some people will look at our life and say it must be nice, but the truth is when you start your year with a plan, you increase your chances of success by over 40%. That's why every single year my wife and I sit down for an annual strategy meeting. We book a room away from home, remove distractions, and get clear on the most important areas of our lives: finances, travel, personal goals, professional goals, home and family goals. We sit down and we strategically plan out our goals and when we're going to tackle them. And what comes from that is clarity. No more competing priorities, no more procrastinating, just alignment with one another and a focused plan. People who write down clear goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. This is the start of a new year. Don't leave this year up to chance. That was last year's story. It's time to write a new one. Click the link in my bio for the exact spreadsheet we use and a simple guide on how to do this with your person. You got this. It's time to win.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't there something we turn it off? You got a example of a couple. This guy that's on. I know we're someplace in there. Are we back here? Hey, there we are. Oh, it's only half of us. There we go. You got an example
We're sort of there.
of a couple working together, and boom, we see both of us.
Yes.
And you see how working together, utilizing a divide and multiplicity way, that they are able to actually do that thing. Where were they at that first picture? They're talking about trying to start 2026, but they did this at the end of 2025. Where were they at when you saw that?
It looked like they were at a hotel.
Where in the hotel? Do you
Yeah.
see the first? Do you see the tall building with all of the fireworks going off? Or you didn't pay attention to it all?
I couldn't see that very well. It looked like New York or something.
No, it was Dubai.
Oh,
That was Dubai. They went to
Yeah.
Dubai
Hey.
on their holiday, Christmas. I'm pretty sure on New Year's in this particular case. I remember seeing on TV
nice.
because they actually work together in a in a interconnectivity, or in a way we're talking about right now, and a multiple couples working together to kind of make it that to multiplicity way to be able to actually connect and work together using this transacted memory system, which we're going to talk more about it. But they start by planning out in all these areas. You could tell they were planning out their financial systems.
Yes.
They were planning their insurance paperwork. They were planning their investments.
They were planning their fun
calendars.
time.
Exactly. They did that. That was part of the social dynamics. They did emotional temperature of the home. Basically, you can tell they talked about the likes and the dislikes according to feelings.
Yes.
And they said that the most important thing, they wrote it down.
Yes.
They wrote that down. Hey, that's how your vision comes to pass. You got to write it down. So it's not just with your business. You got to do that with your relationship. And a balanced, healthy relationship, you're going to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Neither carries the full picture alone. In this methodology, neither carries the picture alone. Otherwise, you're going to end up figuring you got to do everything yourself. Right. Today, they carry more than what?
they carry
Together.
more together than they can separate.
And what else happens?
Real couples outperform strangers in memory tasks,
Mm-hmm.
not because they were smarter, but because they had built a system.
Okay. And what
They
else?
knew who knew what,
Mhm.
and that's powerful.
So in this case, when they said real couples outperform strangers in this memory task, doing this particular kind of way of methodology of being able to relate together, like you saw that couple, it wasn't because they were smarter. It's because they built a certain system. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what kind of system did they build so that in turn they actually accomplished that. Okay.
Right. And another thing, you
Mm-hmm.
don't, and this is one of those things that I think we get caught up in a lot is
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough time. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But what you really do have is the capacity to change.
Exactly.
To make that possible.
Exactly. Okay, let's move to our next section. Our next session, but segment. Go ahead, baby.
Where we often get it wrong.
Ooh, we know it's said by folks. Sometimes we only keep it real, but we don't keep it right. So we're going to talk about keeping it real. Let's be honest. Too many of us in our relationships operate like what?
Two independent survivors.
Oh, ouch. Many of us act in our relationship. We are trained, taught, and preached that within a relationship, our independence is more important, and we got to survive that way in a relationship. What you doing in a relationship with both of you, just act like you're survivalists. Maybe you want to play that movie game or that what you call scripted reality that called Naked in the Wilderness. Now, what's it called? Naked Alone.
Survivor.
It says Naked Alone, a survivor like in the wilderness.
Yeah.
That's something like that. Oh, it's
I can't understand.
maybe you guys can write that down and let us know what that is, the name of the game. But you're two competitors. You're competitive between one another.
Yeah.
You do that as just that's the way of life, or it is what it is.
Yeah.
What's another thing?
Get in the ring, you in your corner, I'm in my corner, and we'll come
duke it
together
out.
and duke it out.
What's it? And sometimes we actually get a lot of physical and domestic abuse because we really do end up duking out.
Exactly.
Especially by folks, we get too much of that going on. Too much
Instead of talking it out, duke it out.
Yeah. What's the next one?
2 trauma responses.
Ooh, 2 trauma. Yeah, mom
trauma
did this. Dad was
drama.
this way, and so therefore, in turn, it's nothing but drama because that's all we know.
Exactly.
That's all we know. What's another one?
One over functioner and one under functioner.
One-way relationship.
Yeah.
One person is carrying all.
Yeah.
They are doing it. Are carrying, as you said before, all on their what?
All on
their shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. Some of us know we're in a relationship where we are carrying it all, and the other person just come along for the ride. And we figure we're gonna what? Would you say one time you said before? We're gonna fix it?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? A lot of us know that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And
No,
then
go ahead.
and then sometimes we find ourselves in situations where both people think they're carrying everything on themselves because they're not communicating to know what each one is actually doing.
Yeah. Our common mistakes that we make. We duplicate efforts instead of dividing the responsibilities. Both of y'all stress about bills. Neither one is clear about the strategy, how to take care of the bill.
Yes.
Number 2, we keep knowledging as power. Okay, I'll say it again. We keeping knowledge as power. Gatekeeping. I handle the money. You don't need to know nothing about it.
Exactly.
But you never teach your spouse anything.
Yeah.
That's control, not partnering. And I know some of us got
insecurity.
Yeah, exactly. We know that some of us got separate banks, separate checks, and they never were passed between one another. No, we're not talking about that in these kind of relationships. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about at least you have a relationship that in such a way where you both are sharing that account. And if that's not, one thing is for sure, you ain't gonna keep it from the other person.
No.
Not if you're operating in this interconnectivity kind of way. It's not going to happen. Number 3, operating the crisis model instead of what? The system model. What's that? What does that mean?
We react, but we don't build structure.
Ooh, say that again.
We react, but we don't build structure.
Oh.
React is after the fact.
Yeah, we're always reacting.
Yeah.
Never no planning or maintenance ahead of time.
Yes.
Number 4, trying to prove intelligence instead of building what?
Shared
Shared
in-
intelligence. I'm more smarter than you because I went to Uncle Sam's college.
Yes.
Or I went to the military, so I know what's going on. Or my mama taught me everything, and I'm from the street, so I know we ain't
Or I'm
sharing
just-
nothing.
I'm just smart anyway.
Exactly.
I just know more than you, and your brain can't.
And what
handle this.
kind of thing is that really?
It's ego.
It's ego instead of what?
Ecosystem.
Ecosystem. Tell her what the ecosystem is, Mr. Teacher, real quickly.
Ecosystem is I don't know.
Hmm. Okay, well, never mind. Your ego don't know that. Symbiotic system that works together. We live in a world that's supposed to be an ecosystem
Yes.
to a certain extent. The way we're destroying it, I don't know how that
the,
goes.
the,
too well.
the ecosystem that we live in, and it's all about our living environment.
Shoot.
But,
today was
we don't cherish it anymore.
No, we don't. I was looking today that the way that fighting that's going on right now in Iraq, someone put up a page that we remember being our age, being the 50s, that we got to be prepared that nukes may be falling here real soon. And what particular cities will nukes will be hitting. They had that, I think, I can't remember what particular a paper that was talking about that. I thought to myself, you and I used to hear that we were younger.
Yes. Get under your desk and cover your head.
And not like nukes are gone. We know they're in storage and in the proliferation, the deterrent kind of many treaties that are out there that kept
Yes.
those from even talking about it, but yet they're still there. But now we got it coming right out in the front, like we in Cape Town. I'm waiting for the people to come out and say, find your fallout shelter. I think
Exactly.
they got rid of them a long time ago.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they
But
did.
here's the thing: we
Mhm.
also live in a society
Mm-hmm.
of fear.
Yeah, exactly.
Fear sells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It's called part of fear mongering.
Yes.
What should we do instead, Sharon?
We should assign lanes clearly,
Mm-hmm.
divide areas of strength, and don't
Duplicate.
them.
Don't get in each other's way. If there's an expertise, don't let your jealousy in your pig-headedness or your pride, like
Mhm.
stereotype. I'm a man. I'm also only supposed to be this. Or it's a woman, and he don't need to be in here.
Right.
How about that? Cross-train respectively. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So if it's something someone else needs to know, needs to have to take care of, cross-train.
Yes.
Respectfully share and learn what the other knows. Stop being such a gatekeeper in your relationship. Not today, folks.
Yeah.
Not today.
And
we can't play the way the politicians are playing. No one, trying to get across the aisles whatsoever. We're keeping everything separate as you know what's going on. And then one's trying to run the show in such a way to run the whole country and the world to hell.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. Not in a relationship.
And that happens in the household too. That
Mhm.
sometimes people are such gatekeepers. Excuse me. They don't even want to teach their children what they know,
Mm-hmm.
and then they complain that their children don't know anything.
What's the next one? Share what?
Ambition?
Work for what?
Work from vision and purpose, not just crisis.
Oh, well, someone's living that drama family. Kids know nothing about what vision or purpose. They're going from mom having a crisis, dad having a crisis every day, and they're living in nothing but trauma and drama.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
Yes.
so let's talk
And-
about some of that.
Here's okay. Then we'll go back to the other one.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Read it.
That's shared ambition
Mm-hmm.
is cognitive wealth,
Mm-hmm.
which is in the four common types of wealth.
Mm-hmm.
It's financial,
Mm-hmm.
social, time, and physical.
Yet the financial is money and assets.
Mhm.
Social is what?
Relationships and network,
Time is what?
freedom and autonomy,
And what's physical?
health and well-being.
These are the shared ambitions as a vision and purpose in our relationships and a balanced, healthy relationships that you should be about sharing. It shouldn't just be for you. It shouldn't be just for your kids. It should be for your family. If you own a relationship with kids, that's something what you should want for your relationship.
Exactly.
And a balanced, healthy relationship. This is what you want as that cognitive wealth. That's a holistic way to look at your relationship. Now, you wanted to go over that face to face, build deeper trust inside. That was important.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing's
Yeah.
not going to happen if you're not trying to build a deeper trust with
Mhm.
one another. If you got too much betrayal going on in that relationship,
Lack of
people
trust
are
because
doing
of your
mutual
insecurities.
responses, mutual
Yes.
trust, and then turning around, change the mind anytime they want to. And we can't do that, Janet Jackson. It's my prerogative. No, you can't do that. Not in a balanced, healthy relationship. It's not going to work. It should be our prerogative. If
Our
something's going to
decision,
change.
our
Thank
agreement,
you. Thank
our
you.
mutual
Thank you.
agreement.
Very, very good. Very,
Yeah.
very good. All forming a what?
A holistic view.
Mm-hmm.
Of a rich life beyond just money.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thriving, balanced
That's what we call a
relationship.
balanced relationship.
Yes.
Wow. So,
Yes.
wow. So let's go on. If you didn't keep up with that, hopefully you did. Let's go on to our next segment. What's our next segment?
How couples multiply capacity.
How do they do that?
Okay, this is really deep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when couples train together,
Yes.
they dramatically outperform couples who act like two separate individuals. of
Oh,
equal
all of you
scale.
out there who like to play that singleness in your relationship and figure that is the best thing to do, and you're going to have it too. But it has been shown, it has been proved, it's been observed that if two couples work together in this particular way, you will outperform two people in the relationship who are
Mhm.
acting as individuals and they have the equal skill. Now, when I look at it, I don't have to think about mathematics. To me, it's a duh.
Yeah.
Really. Anyone that's been in team kind of sports understands that.
Yeah.
Most people who've been in team sports just understand that right up front.
Right.
That makes sense. We don't do that
Yes.
many times in relationships at all. If we're doing a team sport, it's usually I'm the LA Lakers and you're the Boston Celtics. we play a team sport, but we're against each other,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Why? Mhm.
Or I'm the star player and you're the bench sitter.
Exactly. Why? Because our brain starts saying what? No, it says I don't have to hold everything. My partner holds this.
And that's the way it needs to be. No, when you say that we are against each other, that's what I
No, I
feel
was
on that
saying
page.
in this case, your brain starts saying,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
I don't have to hold everything.
Right.
My partner holds this.
Exactly.
And you spoil the other partner because the fact that that partner gets spoiled, take you for granted because I'm doing everything and the other partner ain't doing much of
Right,
anything. And
right.
they begin to think, I don't have to.
Right.
I'll just take it for granted that they do everything. This reduces cognitive load. You don't be able to have that fullness that we spoke about before, about that wholeness in all those areas. That's not happening because one person is getting burned out in the relationship. That's how you beat what? This is how you beat what?
I'm sorry.
I'll do it there. I can't get everything done in one day because I'm coughing too much. That's why. I can't even get this done because I'm coughing too much. Maybe we need to get this out of here
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
get this in you because that's what happens. You may
Yeah.
feel as a woman in your relationship that you have to do everything in one day, and you can't.
Exactly.
You
It's
won't.
not
If you're
possible.
taking this methodology, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right.
Your mate knows that their expertise, their things that they have experienced in life is just as important too. We both are trying to work it together. It's a high trust relationship.
Yes.
Trust is so important with that. With a strong transactive memory system.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're using our experience that we gain through our memory, that we are utilizing in such a way where we're sharing it between one another, not
Mhm.
trying to double it between one another,
Right.
but in turn work it as a team.
Absolutely.
You gain access to what your partner
But your partner knows.
knows. Wow, isn't it that simple? But you
Very
make it so complicated
Yeah.
without having to memorize it. What?
Yourself.
Instead of acting so prideful, you think you got to know everything. How many in a relationship we got someone think they know everything? Some of your sisters out there with a relationship with a brother, and then you think you know everything. Some of your brothers are in a relationship, you think you know everything. We got that thing that in turn we haven't listened to an old sister that said to me a long time ago, you want to be right or do you want to know everything?
Relationship.
I said, you want to be
Yeah.
right, you want to know everything. I said that purposely, by the way. You gain access to what your partner knows if you do
Yes,
this
yeah.
without having to memorize it. You 3 or 4 chunks of knowledge. Therefore, your 3 or 4 chunks of knowledge that you have, you get to share that with that other particular person. You put that together. That's more than just what you got in the first place.
Exactly. And that's that multiplying.
Exactly. You don't become a gateway to everything your partner holds. So you become a gateway to everything your partner holds. Meaning in this case, not a gateway that blocks it, but a gateway that's what?
Open.
Open. You are able to share it with one another
Yes.
comfortably. The relationship doesn't add knowledge. I say again, the relationship doesn't add knowledge. It multiplies cognitive capacity. I'll say that again. It doesn't multiply knowledge. It
It doesn't add knowledge.
doesn't add knowledge. It does what?
Multiplies cognitive capacity.
It expands it. Many of us are not even using the experiences and skills that
Mhm.
someone else has in a relationship because we think we know too much, or we got past kind of drama that says that she's a woman, he's a man, he can't do this. And in turn, you got a more of a one-way relationship going on.
Yes.
You're not even using what that person even has as a knowledge in a
Right.
relationship,
Right.
let alone what you even have.
Exactly.
And you're blocking each other's blessings.
Exactly.
That's if you do it the way we're talking about it in a balanced, healthy relationship, it's a divine design.
Yes.
Okay, I said again, that's a divine
Divine
design,
design.
how it should happen. All right. We are getting ready to talk about divine design. We got to head to what?
A break.
We got to head to break. We went through so much. It's not even funny, but we got to head to a break. And after we come back to break, we're going to talk about some more good stuff.
Good
And
stuff.
you should be prepared and move on. Let me find out where we got to go.
Well,
Hey, do I
we
find
gotta
it? Do I
go-
know where it's at?
yes.
There you go.
And we're gonna go to break.
Hello, world. We're here serving Savannah, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and the world. The best music all the time. The greatest songs ever made, every time. Tune in to Hot 2100 Savannah and get a taste for your ears. Hot 2100 Savannah, serving Savannah and the world.
When it comes to the city, I'm the key. Gotta go to court in the morning for a plea. What you gotta pay to get, I hit that for free. And when I'm in the streets, yeah, I gotta tote that heat. It's hard for you to touch it, cause I stay up out of reach. Talking about ends dirty, I'ma make 'em meet. I've been down too long, I be damn if I don't eat. If you want someone to try, I be damn if it's me. I see why you mad, you ain't swaggin' like this. I see why you mad, you ain't swaggin' like this.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Hey, we are back. We are back. Sharon, can you
Yes.
do something for me?
Yes.
We've got something we'd like to show to them. Go right ahead.
Ta-da!
What is that right there, Sharon? I'm gonna try to find
That,
should be up here a little bit. Right here. There it is. There's that.
that is our hot book.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing each other.
Yes.
That is the principles of hot. It gives you the opportunity to look at what hot is about, open conversations with your partner so that you both can have an understanding of the principles of hot and how you get there. It's a nice little booklet that has information inside, colored pages and pictures, and a comfortable, easy book to read and enjoy. And it's only $5.
Come and think about it. Now I think about it, we're giving you a hot topic today. Pretty soon, we're going to at the same time have a workshop. No, not a workshop, but a what is it? Like a journal. Not a workshop, like a journal, something you can write in.
Yeah, yes.
Is a journal?
It's a journal.
It's a certain way that when it's something you want someone to learn and
It's
write.
like a workbook.
Workbook. We're going to workbook
Yeah.
right along with it. But hey, just know this, that we are still are going to be continuing on every third
Third Sunday
of the week
a month
of the month. Thank you. On Sunday from what time?
from 2 to 4
We're at
the West Broad Band Shell.
right off of Martin Luther King in Savannah, Georgia. So when you come
Yes.
down into Savannah on a Sunday, maybe you want to stop into our conversations on the couch.
Yes.
We hope to have different couples that will be with on the conversation on the couch. One thing for sure, we know we will be there, but we're going to always have this book for those who come, and we'll have a raffle so you get a chance to get that book on your own through
Yes.
that raffle because you're there, or you'll be able to basically be able to purchase it too. But we will always have that as our base topic, as our foundation of taking the journey in the first place. And we'll be having some great topics
And
that
if-
we'll openly have people discuss while
Right.
we're doing it. Is that right?
yes,
You can be honest as can be when you're down there. It's
Mm,
open interest.
exactly. And if you have a topic that you would like to discuss,
Mm-hmm.
send us a message. And if it's one that we feel is something that we really need to dig deep into, and it's one that is, that's something that you deal with in your relationship, let us know, and we may have you as our guest couple on the couch.
Exactly. Or you can come down that day and bring that open. This is the number you can call at 786-763-1324 or our email address, taking that journey together at gmail.com. I was gonna say what? So anyway, yeah. So let's move on. We got so much to be able to talk about and so much for people to be able to know. Don't forget, we do have here a walk talk where we have did our times places that we go because we love the RV, and we would stop at different parks and different places to talk about little short many talks on relationships that I guess they're nuggets that I guess would very much help you out. Again, never from the standpoint of knowing everything, never, but from the standpoint of anything helpful that is in the area that you don't know or you want to know. You want to pick it up from taking the journey point of view, balance out the relationship, knowing that anything that can help you out in your relationship to make it more expansive, you're going to pick it up. And I guarantee you the things that we talk about, the information that we talk about, the inspiration that we pick up, we actually share is going to help you out one way or the other too at the same time. You know, you can get us too on Thursdays, like right now, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, whether it's all our YouTube link or you can get it on Hot 2100 too at the same time. So that right here, hey, there you go. We're still up on WRUU 107.5. Disappointingly, we haven't had a chance to update our show there. We're still considering how far we're going to stay on that or if we're going to stay on that because we got so many things that this year are coming up for us to do, and then so many things that we got to take off of our plate because we're doing so much. I think that's enough. Let's move right into our next segment as we head forward to the top of the hill as we already went on the other side of the hour. How's that?
We have reached our peak.
Mhm.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah,
Now it's
exactly.
time to.
Yeah, we're not going down, so and up a little bit further. That's what that is. Let me help you out there, sister.
All right.
Go ahead.
I was just meaning clockwise.
I wasn't either. So let's go on. I'll look at the clock the same way, sister. Come on.
All right.
What's our next segment?
Our next segment. You got me saying section.
Mm-hmm.
Next segment is why most relationships never reach this level.
Yeah, the up level, not the down level.
Yeah.
It's because of what?
Because this system requires time,
Ooh, yes. What?
not weekend retreats,
Mm-hmm.
not quarterly check-ins,
Mm-hmm.
ongoing interaction over months and years.
It's gonna take some work. You're gonna have to put in the grind.
Yeah.
Many of us, when it comes to work and grind, is I'm gonna do it in my business so I can get paid.
Yes.
How that be working?
Well,
In the long run, how that really be working? Sometimes in the short one, it don't be working that
it doesn't work. But if you put that time in,
Mm-hmm.
just like putting money in the bank,
Mm-hmm.
you'll build that trust, and that trust compounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so does shared cognition.
Exactly. Some church folks said you put your time in, it's all gonna come back to you after a while.
Tenfold.
All right. Go ahead? You were saying too.
No, I was just saying that it the trust compounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one thing that happens is that there's a diversity of expertise.
Mm-hmm.
If both of you think the same,
Mm-hmm.
know the same,
Mm-hmm.
avoid the same,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing to distribute.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. If you're two sames, I won't even say twin. I won't even say twin flames, because you ain't the same in any of those
Exactly.
arenas. Okay. So in fact, exactly the same doesn't even exist.
No, you have too much distant or varied experiences that you're bringing together to be exactly the same.
Exactly. There's nothing to distribute if that's the case.
Right.
The magic is in the different vantage points.
Yes. So
Faith?
there's.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yes, you did. But no, go ahead.
It just struck me that
Mhm.
what that's saying is that there is beauty and value in the
Diversity.
diversity. Thank you. That was the word that I
Exactly.
lost a few minutes ago.
Face-to-face interaction. Give us a little bit. What does that do?
Okay, face-to-face interaction,
Mm-hmm.
digital can maintain it,
Okay.
but it forms faster face-to-face.
The
or in
vibes
person.
that you get when you connect to a person ain't never going to work if it's only your likes you get over social networking.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You can't-
There ain't really anything social
can't
about
rub
our networking.
shoulders.
It comes from you actually meeting one
Mhm.
another. You get to smell, you get to see, you get to feel the aura
Right.
and connection. You get to is there a vibe? Do we really resonate with one another? It only comes when you're actually connected to that being, at least right now, that is. Okay. There's something about eye-to-eye contact, tone, micro expressions. You live what?
Live disagreements
Live.
and resolution.
Yeah, well, you live in those disagreements and resolution. But anyway, this builds that what? Cognitive map.
Mhm.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, what's our next segment?
The deeper emotional shift.
When,
I'm sorry, folks. I gotta apologize for my voice.
yeah, your
The
voice kinda go out there.
allergies are just.
I have to apologize, babe. It's okay. That's why I'm doing my part like usual. The deep emotional shift when
We're sharing.
yeah, Sharon, you're sharing. When couples function this way, one thing happens. What's that happens?
They stop feeling like they're figuring life out.
Mm,
You don't go into a relationship to be alone.
mm.
So why make the other person feel like they're
Not
alone?
because they don't have what?
Friends,
Mhm.
family, or co-workers.
It's because what?
They can't find anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But because what they can't find anywhere else
Mm-hmm.
is a true mate
Uh-huh.
who sees the world through a
Mhm.
similar lens,
Mm-hmm.
who shares ambition,
Mm-hmm.
who matches commitment to growth.
Oh wow.
In our community, we often are
I want to stop there before we
Yeah.
move on because I think that's something important right there.
Right.
Many of us feel in a relationship because of the fact many times on a community where we are supposed to be doing this independently and not really connected with one another. It ain't even like what we used to hear before. I don't know if that was really true, which is me and you or you and me against the world.
Yeah.
Now it's everybody in the world is in what we're doing, and I may use the world to make sure I come against you.
yeah,
Like an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth from that end. We're backbiting one another. We're getting on each other. You get live those like in the house or on an island. And what happens is they'll build a friendship up and then turn the things around to get money or reach a goal and watch them purposely set up and they compete with one another.
yes.
They're against one another. How are you building teamwork? And then at the end, you set up in such a way so that they end up not really liking each other or connivingly doing something against one another and say,
Right.
well, that's just how healthfully your relationship should be. No,
No.
no,
No.
that is counterproductive. And there's no way are you going to, in the long run, being able to build a healthy, balanced relationship. But you see, it happens that way.
Yeah.
Am I right? That's how
Oh,
they're
yeah,
pushing
you
it
do.
right now.
You
You
know,
got young people believing that stuff
Mhm.
every day. In our community, we don't need that. We've had too much of that. We don't need that. In fact, I think it was actually devised, as you said many times before, it was designed for our community. So that's why we don't stay working really together
Right.
from in the relationship point of view start. In our community, we often what? Tribal bound, just giving that description
Mhm.
instead of what?
instead of purpose
Now,
bound.
what else are we?
We survive together instead of building together.
Mm-hmm.
We stay reactive instead of strategic.
Ooh, what else?
The upgrade is you build systems, you build structure,
Mhm.
and you build shared ambition.
Yes, that's what we should be doing. That's that cognitive side your relationship should be doing. If you're in a balanced, healthy relationship, you're trying to build up, you're building system, you're building structure, you're trying to build shared ambition. The
Mhm.
sovereignty inside is coveted. We saw the example with that couple. You know they doing that.
Yes.
And you do get results out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You will get results. I'll say it again. That way, yes, you can have heaven here on this earth. Whatever that heaven is to you, you can have it on earth. You don't have to keep on feeling, I got to be like the Joneses. And them
Right.
Joneses may not even have that same last name.
Right.
They may
And-
even act like they want to have that same
And
name.
the Joneses that you're trying to keep up with may be faking it too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So this is about you and the one that you love or loves to make this relationship balanced and healthy where
Right.
both of you two are working together
Absolutely.
using this particular technique that's really under synergy
Mhm.
and what else?
Mhm.
Interconnectivity.
Yes.
Where you are
yes.
taking your gifts and your skills that you have on your own and not trying to duplicate it, but you're working in such a way through trust where both of those are gateways to one another to have you both move forward in making something happen.
Right.
She might be working on the tires of the car, you're working on the interior of the car.
Mhm.
She might be working in this particular case of how to make sure when we get to where we're going that we find some place to be able to stay like a hotel, and you're taking the responsibility because you're good at driving and you're driving the car. Is that good
Yes.
examples or do
That's
you
a-
have some other ones?
That's an excellent example.
Yeah,
Excellent example.
exactly. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What you think before we go on to the next segment? Because I know we're moving fast.
Yeah, I just think you have basically wrapped it all up very beautifully. And that just that the examples were right on target. You know, we are to be working together, not at opposing ends like in a tug of war. You know, this is a, you know, as we were talking about the Wiz yesterday, as in you know, those of you who remember the Wiz, what did they do? They linked arms
And they
and
eased on
they
down the
eased on
road.
down
Don't carry nothing
that might be a load.
alone. Wow, what a double message.
Yeah,
Not just a financial loan,
load.
but a load. But how about using another word that might make you feel alone?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow, how's that? Isn't that something? Well, let's move on to our last segment, folks. That's right, folks. I'm sorry. This is our last segment for those who
For this
learned
week.
something for this week. Just for you to know. Let's move on. Hey, don't forget the 20
20
you
seconds.
still got a chance to be able to talk to us, and you could talk to us and give us something that you know about your relationship that's operating this way in Savannah, Georgia, 2 to 4 o'clock at the West.
Broadband Shell.
Yeah, right off of Martin Luther King Drive. What a proper way to
Amazing
do
food.
it. It is. It is
Oh
too.
my gosh.
Let's look at the last segment. What's the last segment?
The relationship as a cognitive engine.
Whoa, that's right. It's an engine.
Yes.
Self-sustained engine between you two.
Mhm.
The balanced, healthy relationship predicts this. I believe when you operate in a balanced, healthy relationship, we can predict this.
Yes.
Here, what is the first thing you predict?
Over time,
Mm-hmm.
your combined intelligence will exceed what either of you could accomplish alone.
If you're in a other relationship that's drama, you know you're doing the same thing over and over again
Yes.
like madness. You're not moving ahead. There is nothing that's expanding most in your relationship that should be enough of a sign to you that you are not moving in a balanced way. And may have to say to yourself, we need to stop. We need to do something different, or I may have to move out of this.
Right, right.
Yeah, well, most of those situation relationships, they know that's how it's happening. They know what they're doing. And they may just think that drama is the only thing in life to be able to. Don't believe that.
Mhm.
Don't believe that stereotype. Don't believe that in life that's how we should operate, especially as Black folks. We can't believe that. That is not our, what do they say? Our what is it called in life? What is it called? Something like
oh gosh, I know
A
exactly.
lot in life. It
Yeah,
is not
thank
a
you.
life. There's not a purpose in
that's
life.
the-
It is
yes.
not because we think we're smarter,
Mhm.
but we just know that in life is not that way. That if you try that, then you're going to find that things will be different and be more expanded.
Right,
Because if you divide and conquer at the cognitive level, I'll say it again, because if you divide and conquer at the cognitive level, this is how you beat what? No, you beat, I can't get
oh,
it.
you said beat
Yeah, this is what I
Okay,
said. This is how
okay.
you beat. I can't get it all done
by
by
myself.
myself. This is how you build. If you use the
Yes.
continent level, come on, sister, stay with
Yes,
me.
yes,
Stay at
yes.
the level. I'm trying to use your side that you see that you do at
Mhm,
school all the time
yeah.
with all those kids. You have sometimes 30 kids in your school. You know you use each one of their smartness, or maybe not smartness all the time, to round them together for them to be able to do what you need in your class and accomplish one thing. Their grades being well that
Yes,
you have to
yes.
always complain to me. You have to do.
And you know, you're right about one thing.
Mhm.
They're not all on the same
Exactly.
intellectual level,
Exactly.
but they bring each other up because I have them working together
Mm-hmm.
from their strengths.
Exactly. And you especially don't push with them that one is smarter than the other. You don't
No.
do that. You've been a successful teacher all these years. And why they still have you here in an area that most teachers wouldn't stay this long because you apply that principle. They call it the basic old Kool-Aid mom teacher. So outside of that, when you apply that same principle in your relationship, you are going to be able to do that
Yeah.
too. You're going to beat that thing that I have to do this
Yes.
all by myself. You don't have to fall into that Mary Jane Blige thing that I can do this by myself. You don't have to. It could be good to be able to have that adventure in life with somebody else and enjoy it. And we ain't even trying to put this on this level of someone trying to say it's going to be perfect. There ain't no such
No.
thing as perfect whatsoever. So not even saying it all. I bet you that couple that we just saw what happened to them in that 2005 and the 2000, I bet you they could tell you many of fallbacks, many of
Mhm.
things that didn't
Yeah.
exactly plan out, but they knew and could tell you that our paths that were about moving and acting every day was mostly moving
Yes.
forward in the expansion that we planned, that if we didn't do it at all, we would just be all over the place.
Right.
Give it a try. That's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Give these things a try and watch and see that your life can operate differently. And if that is so, then hey, all I did was try another try. Because you already doing some tries right now that ain't
Yes.
taking you no place.
Absolutely.
And you ain't stopping, you ain't laying down dying anyway.
No.
So you might as well try something different. Right?
Absolutely.
Overall, a healthy long-term partners don't try to what?
Don't try to carry everything alone.
What else do they do?
Instead, they develop what researchers call a transactive memory
That's
system.
what we're talking about right now. It is a interconnectivity
Mhm.
in a, what's the other word we use?
Interconnectivity.
And then what's the other one?
synchronicity.
Synchronicity relationship where you can do more with someone else than what you can do by yourself,
Mhm.
where each person holds different
Syn-
pieces of the knowledge and responsibility. Each person is their own SME. What's a SME? Remember I told you what a SME was?
I do. I can't.
Subject matter expert. That's what a
Okay.
SME is. What's another one? Go ahead.
One may manage finances
Mm-hmm.
while the other manages schedule,
Mm-hmm.
family connections, or household organizations.
Oh man, we're gonna try a little bit of these things more because they also come to remind us or give us something new that we can practice in our
Yes,
relationship
yeah.
to be even much more better. I see
Because
something right now
I do
that
too.
we can
Yes.
actually implement more that we haven't been
Mhm.
able to more, or we've been leaning too much on one personal relationship.
Right.
No doubt
right.
about it. We got to change that. What's
Yeah.
another one?
Together, they know who knows what,
Mm-hmm.
and they rely on each other's strengths. Yes.
This creates another form of synergy and interconnectivity we talk about.
Mhm.
And this relationship becomes like a shared hard drive where information, I'm giving you an overview right now. It gives you like a shared hard drive where information is experienced in problem solvings are distributed between both partners.
Mhm.
Your brain is like a hard drive anyway. And some of us got hard heads so hard our drives are driving us into the wall are driving us crazy because we ain't sharing nothing.
Yeah.
The result is that you both doesn't just add your ability. What happens?
you both multiply
your capacity.
capacity
Y'all just don't
to
understand.
handle life.
Multiplication has not to do with 1 + 1 will equal 2. No, we're talking about 1 + 3 could equal 16. That's what we're talking about. Synchronicity is. It's not the same thing both of us are doing. It's something different. We both have differently, but in our
Yes.
expertise, the outcome is we get more things done. So in a balanced, high trust relationship, because that's the important thing. Trust has to be there.
Yes.
Neither person feels like they figured life out all alone. Your pride can't be in this one, brothers and
Right.
sisters. They ain't gonna work. Dignity, yes, but pride is not going to work. They are connected, coordinated, and stronger. What?
together.
Together. You and
Don't do it.
me. I know I should give up on my singing days. What group was that did that thing?
Oh gosh, I can't say right now.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I
Rolls
can't
Royce.
either. And I had that album too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but at the same time, if you watch the movie called Car Wash,
Yes.
that was one of the
I could
background
not-
music to
It
Car
was.
Wash.
That was quite the album.
Yeah,
Quite
it
the
definitely was.
soundtrack.
But that is very prevalent for right now. If I would have thought about it, I would have had that music go up right now. Play. When we do things together, we get to expand more in life. We get to
Yes.
experience more in life. We are able to even pass on more of a legacy in our family when we work together and then give example to our children too at the same time.
Exactly.
Wow. What's a wise saying out of all this? Because we're getting down to our end. What's a wise saying?
A wise couple doesn't duplicate knowledge, they distribute it. That's synergy, that's interconnection. Together, they carry more than either could alone.
Ooh, I want you to say that again, sister. Say that again.
A wise couple doesn't duplicate knowledge, they distribute it. That's synergy, that's interconnection. Together, they carry more than either could alone.
And that's what we need to do when we take this journey together.
Yeah.
The exact same way. Hey, again, March 20 what?
22nd,
At where?
West Broad Band Show.
Mm-hmm.
West Broad Band Show
And where?
in Savannah, Georgia.
Hey, you got to be there. We'll be talking, conversations on the couch like this and more. Remember, if you put in any one of these posts, hot, you have to put no dots in between. We'll make sure that we get back with you in turn get a book out to you as soon as possible for $5. Hopefully we'll get a website where you can get that there. Hey, pretty soon we are going to be doing some vending as vendors when it comes to taking the journey. We'll be selling our books, we'll be selling her books, my books, because we're both authors. And we'll all be about bringing wholeness to our relationships into your life too at the same time. We'll be letting you know more about that information as the weather gets better and the places that you can meet us there and you can come there. Until then, take that journey together and remember it's an adventure that you do when you are carrying it together, right?
Absolutely.
God bless, and I share.
Like that.